You ever have one of those days where you're just sitting around and minding your own business, and then out of nowhere, and I mean out of nowhere, boom, you end up coming home with the Mathews Lift, the new X. Let's go shoot it, guys. We're gonna see how fast this thing really is. 460 grain arrows, 75-pound draw weight, 85% let off. Let's go see what she does. All right, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the Mathews Switchback was the last new bow I bought. That was 19 years ago. This is a 460 grain arrow. I have weighed them all out, and this is going to be, I'll show the chrono here in a second, but I've got it set up. We're going to chronograph this, see what the speed is, and then compare it to the new one. This bow is set at 65 pounds. 246. Now for the specs on this new bow, it is the Mathews Lift 29.5, and we've got it set at the 28-inch draw, and it's also got the 85% let off. I've actually dialed it back down, so this bow's realistically only shooting, I've got it set at 75 pounds. 75 pounds, Mathews Lift, 29.5 with 460 grain arrow. $286. $286. I'm going to reset this chrono. Let's see what she does. Last two were 286, and I'm not really standing in a great spot either. I'm trying to stay in the shade. There we go. 286. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I haven't been this excited since I was 16. I had to run my wife to the doctor this morning. She has to go there once a month, no big deal, but it's in a town where they actually have an archery shop. I went to the archery shop this past, I don't know, August. I shot the Lift, I shot the Hoyt, I shot, I believe, a Bowtech, and then they also sell, it's either Mission or Elite, and I'm sorry guys, I don't remember, but I was more specifically kind of comparing the Hoyt to the Lift. And we're going to back up real quick. 19 years ago, I bought a brand new Mathews Switchback, and I bought it in either probably October. A couple of weeks later, they released the Switchback XT, so that's what I told the wife when we was leaving there. I said, man, I don't know, I like the Hoyt. I love my old Mathews, and I've done well with it. So we went back today. The release of the Lift X was 2 days ago, and my wife knew that I was planning on buying this bow when it came out, and she's like, hey, we're going to the archery shop, and I said, no, we're just going to head on home. She said, no, while we're here, just go by and see if they even have one in stock. Guys, I can't lie, I've got to tell you, I liked the Lift to begin with, I'm not going to lie, and going and shooting the Lift side by side with the Hoyt, I really honestly, when I left there, I didn't know, because I went there looking for the Lift. So he had this one right here is the only one he had. It's the 29.5 Lift X. I'm not going to go through all the specs. I'm sure anybody that's watching this video, you've already watched our other buddies' videos. You know all the specs about it. This is just coming from a guy who just went from a Mathews Switchback to the Lift X. And I'm here to tell you a couple of things. This is, man, you guys talk about light bows and all that. This thing is right up there with a long bow or a recurve. It's only 4 pounds. I mean, it does not feel like a bow at all. It's so light. The grip, the new grip on this, I really like. I like it. It fits me. Doesn't mean it's going to fit you, okay? It fits me. I love it. I went back, shot this thing twice, 3 times in a shop, and I said, I'll take it. So I left there with the shop. The only thing that we got on here, and I don't have my glasses, but this is the new MX2 rest, and they've already put a D-loop in here. It's not right. It's actually tied on backwards on the top. And then I purchased a peep sight, and I'm going to do it myself. And the reason is if you look, and I'll zoom in on this so you can see it, this is actually backwards. So it's twisted around the cable. So I need to press it down in the press and get that fixed anyways, do it right. And I know they just do that for demo purposes or whatever, but it still shouldn't be in there backwards. Either way, that's just my opinion. I'm sure whoever put it on here, they probably got their own opinion about it. I wanted to set it up myself, so that's what we're gonna do. I do have a couple of parts on order. The shop where I bought this at didn't have everything that I needed right now. The only thing that I needed to leave the store today was the bow, a peep sight, and the rest. They didn't have the sight that I'm looking for. They didn't have the stabilizer that I'm looking for. And so that's just something that I'm gonna have to order. I'll get on either MFJJ's or Lancaster, see which one of them has it. They've both been good to me in years past, ordering from them. If you guys want to see what we're going to do with this bow, consider subscribing. I'd love to invite you to enjoy our little family here on YouTube. I am so excited. Guys, let's go break this thing in. We're going to go do some wild hog hunting here in deep East Texas. We're also going to be doing some whitetail hunting. Stick around if you want to see how we're going to rig this up, what sight we're going to use, sight, quiver, stabilizer, all that stuff. It'll be coming shortly. I hope you all have a blessed week, and until next week's video comes out, why don't you guys consider watching this video? Man, I don't know, this video over here is pretty awesome. It's tough. Watch them both. Saddle hunting, trad hunting, bow hunting, public land. I hope you all have a blessed week. Let's get outside and make something happen.